What's up, friends? Fellow card collectors, Card Avies here, and today we're going to be ripping into a hanger box of 2020 Topps Update. This one has the royal blue parallels in it. But before we get into this, we're going to do a quick estimation, print run estimation for 2020 Update. It's been a while since I've done a estimation video. Can't even remember the last one I did. Was it Allen and Ginter? Heck, I don't even remember the last one I did. But yeah, let's go ahead and roll that intro and we'll take a look at the estimation of these cards. Okay, I went ahead and pulled up the spreadsheet for this. Any of you that have watched my print run estimations before will recognize this. Here we have the various parallels that are numbered, the odds for Blaster and Hobby, which are actually pretty similar, the unique serial numbers, and then this is the total packs you would need to pull every unique serial number of every subject in that set. So in order to pull every gold card ever produced in Topps Update, if they were all printed in blaster form, it'd take you 9 million packs. And then pretty close to exactly the same thing for Hobby. It would take you 9 million packs, pull all the gold cards, if the entire print run was nothing but Hobby. So remember to take all my numbers with a grain of salt, because these products aren't printed in a vacuum. You got different formats. You got gravity feed boxes, you got hanger boxes, you got blasters, and hobby boxes and jumbos. So here is an estimation of total base cards you'd end up with if you open that many packs. I estimated 12 base cards per pack. That seemed about what they averaged. I've seen packs ripped with one base or one insert in it or parallel, and I've seen some that had 3 inserts and parallels in it. So I just guessed on average you're getting 2 inserts or parallels per 14 card pack. So you would get about 116 million base cards if you open that many packs. And these are the numbers that come out for these other inputs. So what I do is I take all that, average it out, divide it by the base size checklist, and it'll give you an estimation of the total print run of 2020 Topps Update. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. And there you go, 374,184 sets is my estimation for total update sets printed. We'll take a look at this number again in a moment, but first let's take a look at the inserts. So here you have all the various inserts that are in 2020 Update, including the rainbow foils, the short prints, super short prints, Decade's Best, Jeter, Numbers Game, 85 Topps, and Topps Prospects. Once again, this is all based on odds and checklist size. So over here in this area I just highlighted, I got them sorted by most common to least common. So the most common cards would be the Prospects, which is about 52,000 for each prospect card. Once again, that seems a little high, but that's just based on the prospects being every 6 packs and with a smaller checklist size than the 85 Topps. So that's why you see the 85 Topps have a little bit shorter print run. I'd imagine these two would probably be even, even print runs. So about 50,000. These inserts are pretty close, about 18,000, 17,000. Rainbow foil is about 3,000. I think we saw a similar number in Series 1, Series 2. Short prints about 3,000, about the same. It's interesting that the rainbow foils and short prints are very similar in print run, but short prints are harder pulls. But they also have a lot smaller checklists. That's why these are so close. Then you got your blues, the prospect blues, Jeter, Numbers Game, Decade's Best, and 85 blue. Blue borders are around 600, so seems about right. And then the super short prints about 350 for the super short prints. And then of course you got what the super duper short prints. Those they don't give odds on, so those are pretty rare as well. But yeah, so that is the view of the inserts and stuff. Let's go back to this number 374,184. If you've been watching my print runs before, this may seem a little high, so let's go ahead and jump over to this other spreadsheet and take a look at all my other estimations. So here you go. There it is, Topps Update. The biggest print run I've done an estimation on so far this year at 374,000 sets. More than Series 1, which was the highest pretty much all year since we did it. It's interesting seeing Big League as the least. And Big League's not hard to find. You can find Big League online for not that expensive. Allen and Ginter is not so easy to find. Stadium Club. So it's interesting to see these sets right here that have lower print runs. Opening day is a little bit higher. Then you're getting into your main base stuff here: Heritage, Chrome, Flagship, and Bowman. Those are like your big five right there, right? I said big five. Flagship. You know, I consider these three flagships. So that's what, big four: Heritage, Chrome, Bowman, and then Flagship. Those are your big releases every year. Those are probably your most in-demand releases. So it's not surprising that these are the highest on estimated print runs. This is still a surprise. Allen and Ginter doesn't surprise me as much because it's a set, while beloved by a lot of people, a lot of collectors don't really care for it that much. And then you got some more of your mid-end runs here, with kind of opening day being an outlier. So how do you look at these numbers? So number one, let's take a look at update here. Update here being the highest print run is really surprising to me. I thought it was going to be somewhere closer to where Series 2 was, but it is showing as the highest estimated print run, which kind of leads me to believe that print runs may be increasing in 2021. Of course, we won't know that until we run through the odds and do more print estimations. But I said it before, with the current demand in the hobby, you know, it's so hard to find retail because shelves are getting cleared out, whether they're by flippers or by collectors. I think ultimately they end up in the hands of collectors. Yeah, flippers are, you know, cleaning out shelves for profit, and a lot of people look down on that. It doesn't really bother me. I mean, if they meet me to the cards, they meet me to the cards, whatever, you know. Yeah, it's an inconvenience to me, but it's, you know, I'm not going to get angry at somebody flipping boxes from Walmart, because the market will stabilize. And I said there was two ways for the market to stabilize. One was either for the companies to raise their prices on retail. So like, you know, instead of, I know you can't see it, but I'm holding it behind the spreadsheet here, this hanger box, you know, maybe it goes up to $16, $17, or blasters go up to $25 or $30. That would definitely cut down on flipping because the profit margins would be a lot smaller. But also, you know, Topps has to keep an eye out for when price goes up, demand goes down. I mean, that's just, it's the law of demand. When price goes up, demand for that product goes down. So I said it could either be a raising of prices or a raising of supply. By the looks of update going up, it'll be interesting to see what 2021 Series 1 looks like. Because if 2020 Series 1 is along this print run, or even higher, then it's almost a certainty that Topps has increased their print run for 2021 product. You know, that was one of the things I said that Topps would probably do, over raising prices. And I kind of wanted to see that over raising prices, because me being a low-end collector, a value collector, I don't want to get priced out of the hobby. I know a lot of collectors out there would rather see prices rise and keeping limited print runs down, you know, so that's more of a collective thing. But I just find that to be, you know, gatekeeping for people with lower incomes, youngsters that are trying to get in the hobby. You know, premium price product isn't gonna increase your collecting base. It's actually gonna I don't know the word for it. I guess gatekeep against it. You know, resist. It'll resist the growth in the hobby among younger collectors. So I'd rather see supplies increase than prices go up. So what I got down here in this black box is a total of these added up. So let's take a look at that. And then you see here 1.75 million sets is what I estimated for all these sets that you see here. This is what I estimated for all these sets you see here. 1.75 million sets that Topps put out this year. Now keep in mind, this isn't all the sets. I didn't do Topps Fire. I didn't do Topps Gallery. You don't see Bowman's Best on here. You don't see Bowman Chrome or Topps Finest on here. You don't see any of the online exclusives that they came out with this year. So this is just mainly retail stuff I picked up. So this number is even higher if you consider all that other stuff that I did not do print estimations on, like Fire Gallery, Bowen's Best, Finest, all that other stuff. And then like museum collection, some of the more high-end stuff. But, you know, you may see that and be like, oh my god, yes we are in Junk Wax 2.0. Well, if you think about it, 1.75 million does seem like a lot. But this is spread out over different brands. So if you want to imagine like 1990, 1991 being peak Junk Wax era, especially 1990, you had Topps, Donruss, Fleer, Upper Deck, Score, Leaf. So Topps, Upper Deck, Fleer, Donruss, Score, Leaf. That's what, 6 companies there. You also had Classic. If each of them printed out 1 million, actually I think each of them printed out probably close to 2 million base sets of their product. You're looking at, what is that, 14 million sets. That's 7 companies. You're looking at 14 million sets that were printed out in 1990. This number compared to 14 million is nothing. 14 million is a lot of sets, and that's the kind of runs you were getting in the so-called Junk Wax era. So yeah, are we in a heavy production era? Sure, you can say that, but are we in Junk Wax territory? Not quite. I don't see that. Now, granted, you have Panini on top of this, but I really doubt Panini has a print run even close to what Topps is printing out for baseball. Panini does do a few baseball sets, but nothing to the amount that Topps is doing. They have Donruss, they have Optic, they do Chronicles, Diamond Kings. That's pretty much it. Prism. But I really doubt those print runs even approach, of each of those products, even approach what Topps does for their big, you know, Chrome, Bowman, and all that. So yeah, it's interesting to see this number. It'll be real interesting to see how this compares to 2021. I'll try to do all the same products for 2021 so we can do a better comparison. But yeah, let me know in the comment section below what you think about these numbers I came up with for 2020. Any of the print runs, if you think I've done my math wrong, or, you know, your general ideas on the state of print runs. I think this number really isn't that bad. 1.75 million sets when you think about all the different sets Topps puts out. Yeah, and I still don't think if we're nowhere near a Junk Wax era overproduction of cards quite yet. Now, if you think about Topps only doing 2 million cards in 1990 by themselves, and you look at this and you're like, oh, well, they did 2 million cards here. Yeah, then you can say, okay, it's pretty close. But you gotta understand, Topps did 2 million of a single set in 1990, not of all these different sets, which is, I think, one way of Topps. I think that's one way of combating the Junk Wax era, is by having multiple brands of stuff. But there is a saturation point of how many brands is too much when the market gets too saturated with one company's different product releases. So let's go ahead and hide that, and let's go ahead and get to ripping. Let's look at some baseball cards here. 2020 Topps update. This will probably be the last bit of Topps update I open, at least for personal breaks. I'm not a huge fan of updates, especially this year's update with a very weak checklist, but that's mainly due to the strange year we had in 2020 with COVID and all that good stuff, or not good stuff, but you know what I'm spraying. The rookie class didn't really have anything major here. Whereas you're looking for Lou Bobs and Randy Rosarenas, Bobichetts. That's what you're looking for in here. Steven Souza on the back. We got Tyler Wade on the front. I think Series 1 there's going to be a mad rush for Series 1, so really hoping I get my hands on some of that. You know, hopefully there's enough of it to go around and it won't get all bought up within the first week. I think they're doing the tins again, which I really enjoyed from 2020. I really enjoyed those tins. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we got here. Let's get the focus right on the camera. That's pretty close right there. Take the top stack. Okay, we got our inserts right about there where that chrome is. So Let's go to the end of the inserts, and there we go. We'll look at all the base cards first. Scalso, Asdrubal, Strope, Alcala rookie, Peacock, Solak rookie. We got Tyler White, Yachty, Kenta, Asia. Here's a King Griffey. The guy had that card. A Jared Dyson, Verlander, Pena. There's a Glacius, VR, Rendon, Cordero, Edwin, Logan Forsythe. This card's Nito, Pham, Miggy, Vilora, Ronnie Acuna. I don't think I had that card. Bummer. That's a bummer. Kuno, Souza Jr., Tyler Wade, Cespedes, Arroyo, Grisham, Begley, David McKay, Blyer, Diego Castillo. There's a Tomlin, Brave, Knizner, Scherzer, Ginkel, Chapman, Holland. We got a lot of these landscape cards back to back. Rizzo, Castro. There's a Gavin Lux rookie debut. There's a Pujols, Zach Wheeler, I-10 with Matt Chapman, Matt Olson, Carlicle Smanders, Brett Anderson, Sean Murphy. Here's another King Griffey Jr., very nice. Josh Fuentes, Mad Max Scherzer, Jordan Lyles, and Glaber Day. So we're here on the inserts. Looks like we got a Turkey Red Chrome in here. Turkey Red Chrome is Mike Piazza, very nice. PC guy. See me and my messy hair back there. We got a gold Michael Hermosillo. Very nice. Michael Hermosillo. Gold. We got a Tom Seaver, Decade's Best. Hall of Famer. Joe Morgan. Hall of Famer Craig Biggio. Hall of Famer Gary Carter. Oh yes. A Setsugo Turkey Red. And a Kutch Turkey Red. We got a Brady Singer Prospects. And our first blue is Garrett Richards. And our next blue is... oh, nice. Cal Ripken. There we go, baby. Nice. PC blue parallel. Always good to pull PC cards. And pull quite a bit of them here. These aren't all PC. But yeah, nice little haul of Hall of Famers in there. Really good box. Really good box of 2020 Topps updates. So I'll leave it at that. Thank you all for watching. Once again, let me know in the description below, not in the description, let me know in the comments below what you thought about my print run estimations, what you thought about 2020 update. Did you like it? Is it still plentiful in your area? I know around here when the shelves were cleaned, occasionally you would see a box of 2020 updates sitting around, but as the shelves weren't replenished, you would see the updates slowly kind of clean off the shelves. So yeah, I think that update, the print runs are high. I think they're going to continue to be that high moving into Series 1. But we will find out. So we have to wait for the odds in Series 1 to come out. And hopefully me get at least a pack or two to rip. But yeah, thanks for watching. Remember, you can only draw two things. It's your thoughts and your actions. Stay positive. Keep ripping them packs. Keep being awesome. And I'll catch you all later. Peace.